Welcome to Rom Wills, Money Matters. Demographics are the key to the economy. Now, this is very important because a lot of times when people talk about the economy, they'll have all these numbers and numbers, graphs, all this data and all of this. The key to any economy are demographics. And one of the things that's hitting the economy now in many places on the planet is declining childbirth rates. Those are demographics. And let me give an example. Let me give a key example to really understand this. Now, think about a man and woman get together and they get married and they have kids. Now, first of all, they got to have a house. That creates a lot of needs. Food, not just paying the mortgage or rent, but they got to have food, they got to have clothing. There's they got to send the kids to school. That generates money. People generate money. And then those kids grow up. And presumably those kids would get married maybe have more children, boom, it keeps going, or they just all move out, and that still creates, they get in a home, they need a car, boom, boom, boom. On a basic level, you need people to buy stuff. Let's just be real. If you look at the economy is based on consumerism and then people producing stuff to sell to those people to consume. Supply and demand. But you got to have people to do it. That's the whole thing. Seriously, that's what it comes down to. You got to have people to buy stuff. Like if you get a neighborhood for whatever reason. Let me use another example. Which affects not just the overall economy, jobs, everything. Let me use an example. Now, say you have a small town. Maybe the town has 10,000 people, but you have a major plant there, major industry there. It could be an auto plant, anything that employs a significant amount of people. And, of course, the town is thriving. You got the plant there. And then you have businesses, secondary businesses there that some might support the plant or what they're doing. Some are just there. Like, say you have a big plant, but then you have several restaurants where people go for lunch. You have grocery stores because the people are living there, right? Now, what could change the demographics of that place? The plant leaves. So, at some point, that town of 10,000, the people would have to leave too, like to find other jobs. And then jobs that kind of fed off of having that major business there, they start going out. They're not making as much money. And indeed, that's what happens in a lot of places. When you look at any place that's really poor, always look at the businesses and look at the people who's there, what they're going to spend money on and everything. But that's anything, just on a basic level. You got to have people to buy the stuff. That's why if you look at marketing companies and if you look at any good marketing company, they always look at the demographics. Like say you have a project. Say you want to do a magazine and they need to market it. The first thing they're going to know is, okay, what population does this appeal to? Because one thing about marketers, if you want to find out anything about the country, the people in the country, find some marketing data. And they sell it for a lot. Find anything that's related to marketing data. I mean, and they break it down. They look at the race. They look at the religion. They look at the buying habits, everything. I mean, they can break it down because it's important. It's the people. Like if you want to get in business, and I'm going to get into this more in the next podcast, but if you want to get in business, it's very important where you set up the business, the location, the people in that location. Like, for example, say you want to start a vegan restaurant. Well, if you're in a place that where you have a population that's heavily into eating meat, you might not make too much money. I mean, yeah, you can get some people to travel there or something, but it's actually better if the people in that community eat that particular food, the demographics. Or let me switch that around. And this is something that's happening in the black community that's I don't know who's really noticed it lately, but when you talk in the United States, 6% of the overall population is vegan, 6%. But if you start breaking it down racially, a significant amount of that 6% are Black Americans. Indeed, 8% of the African American population is vegan. All right, so you got some more people leaving some of that bad food alone. Now, say you have a neighborhood, and for whatever reason, like say you have a poor neighborhood. If you go in like any poor neighborhood, poor black neighborhood or lower middle class neighborhood, you see all the fast food places, you see the liquor stores, you see the liquor stores, you see the check cashing places. But say for whatever reason, a better class of people start moving in who can manage their money better, also who are overwhelmingly vegan. Most of those businesses will go out of business. Most of them will go out of business. Indeed, that's the important thing, but it's the demographics. And I'm going to tell you what, they're the best economic experts. One thing I would look for if I was to ever listen to someone talking about the economy, I would look to find any information they have to see where they mention demographics, and not just in passing. Like if they have some major information or they got major reports or books even on demographics, then I'm like, okay, let me go listen to them. Because that's a secret with how some people can predict recessions, booms, different things. They look at the demographics. What are the people doing? What are the people doing? What's the change? What's this group of people doing? What's this group of people eating? What are the fun things that this group of people are doing? That's why I say really good marketing companies, they go straight for the population. They don't have all that scientific data and all these charts. They look at what the people are doing. Indeed, that's what a big thing with market research is. Market research is they have study groups and everything. They'll try out stuff first. Indeed, they have it to the point, they even checking social media. But the key word is demographics. Always remember that if you want to understand what's going on, if you want an idea where the economy is going, pay attention. Try to find information about trends. What are people buying? What kind of clothes are they wearing? And that's just there's so many things that could go into it. But whatever the case, the bottom line is, what are the people going to buy? You might have a trend where all of a sudden people say, well, we don't want new cars. We just want used cars. Oh, that would mess with the car industry badly. That would mess with it because then that would affect. In fact, that's probably affecting it now. A lot of people, a great number of people don't buy new cars. A great number of people actually get used cars. Personally, I recommend that because cars depreciate the second you take them off the lot. So always remember that demographics are the key to the economy. And there's so much more. I'm going to tell you what, that's the type of thing I would need to do a major report on. And I mean, I'm just giving you just a basic, but you can get into that deep. I would say really pay attention to it. Do a Google search on demographics economy and see what you get. So anyway, I'll talk to y'all. Whatever the case, let's go make that money.